In the year 2001, a group of Russian scientists returned from this mountain, having aged by several decades. In just a couple of days, their hair had turned grey, their nails had become brittle, their bodies had literally accelerated through time. This is Mount Kailash, the most sacred peak on Earth, and the only mountain in the world that is forbidden to climb. Not because it is dangerous, but because what lies inside it could change everything we think we know about human history. In this video, I will show you 3 things that most people will never see. First, why Kailash is located at a precisely calculated point connecting all the ancient megaliths of the planet. Second, what happened to the foot climbers who ignored the ban in the 80s? And third, an artifact found at the foot of the mountain that should not exist, at least according to official science. Stay until the end. The final part is something no documentary will ever tell you. Take a globe. Find Kailash in Tibet. Its height 6,638 meters. A perfect, 4-sided pyramid, oriented precisely to the cardinal directions. Now measure the distances. From Kailash to Stonehenge, 6,666 kilometers. From Kailash to the North Pole, the very same 6,666 kilometers. From Kailash to the pyramids of Giza, a multiple of the same number. And to Easter Island, exactly twice as far. A coincidence? The ancient engineers did not think so. In the year 1999, Russian professor Ernst Moldyshev led an expedition to this mountain and made an incredible claim. Kailash is not a mountain. It is an artificial structure, a gigantic pyramid surrounded by 100 smaller pyramids. And each of them is aligned with the cardinal directions, with a precision exceeding modern navigation systems. But this is only the beginning, because what happens inside this mountain violates the laws of physics. Every year, tens of thousands of pilgrims perform the Kora, a circumambulation around the mountain. 52 kilometers. One circuit, according to their faith, cleanses the sins of an entire lifetime. But the local Sherpas tell something strange. Those who come too close to the northern wall sometimes return with beards a month long. After a walk of just 12 hours, their nails grow faster. Wounds heal in hours. And sometimes people do not return at all. In the 80s, for experienced climbers ignored the Tibetan ban and attempted the ascent. They were found a week later. All 4 had died of old age. The youngest was 30 years old. The official cause: accelerated aging under the influence of unknown radiation. Since then, no government has issued permission to climb. Not China, not India, no one. Everest has been conquered more than 6,000 times. Kailash, 0. And now, the most interesting part. Kailash is mentioned in 4 world religions. In Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and the ancient Tibetan religion of Bon. All of them claim the same thing. It is the axis of the world, the point where heaven meets earth, the home of the gods. But what if this is not a metaphor? In the Hindu Mahabharata, a text more than 3,000 years old, Kailash is described as the home of the flying machines of the gods. Vimanas, vessels moving faster than the wind, emitting light brighter than the sun. Sounds like fantasy. Then explain this. On the southern wall of Kailash, there is a structure the locals call the door to Shambhala, a perfect rectangle, 35 meters tall, carved into the rock. Satellite images confirm this is not a natural formation. Geologists remain silent. Tourists are forbidden to approach. Now compare this to the Gate of the Gods in Peru. The same proportions, the same design, located on opposite sides of the planet, yet built as if by the same hand. But the most insane evidence of Kailash's connection to an ancient global civilization is an artifact found in the year 2017, and almost no one talks about it. In 2017, A Tibetan shepherd searching for a lost yak in the Barkha Valley discovered the entrance to a cave on the western slope of Kailash. Inside, he found an object whose description later surfaced in Chinese academic circles and then disappeared. It was a disc, about 25 centimeters in diameter, made of a material that could not be identified. Neither metal, nor stone, nor ceramic. On its surface, spiral hieroglyphs, identical to the Dropa stones from the Chinese Bayan Mountains, the very same ones that, according to legend, were left by people who fell from the sky 12,000 years ago. A coincidence? Here is another one. The same spiral symbols are found on Sumerian tablets in Iraq, on the walls of Mayan temples, and on the ceremonial objects of the Dogon tribe in Africa, are people who somehow knew about the star Sirius B centuries before its scientific discovery. The same language, on 5 continents, and everything points back to Kailash. So why have you not heard about this? In the year 2015, China declared the entire zone around Kailash a protected natural territory. It sounds harmless until you see the satellite images. Military outposts, closed roads, a ban on drones, a ban on research expeditions without state permission, which is granted to no one. The Indian government submits requests for archaeological study every year, and every year is refused. What are they hiding? Perhaps proof that our history is a lie. That 12,000 years ago, there existed on Earth a global civilization technologically superior to our own. That Kailash was its capital, or its energy center, or its port. Every ancient culture, with no contact with one another, describes the same thing. A sacred mountain at the center of the world, from which the teachers came and to which they will return. What if they never left? What if they are still there? Kailash does not allow people to come to it, not because the gods are cruel, but because humanity is not yet ready to see what is inside. We build skyscrapers and launch rockets, and yet we cannot climb a mountain 6,600 meters tall, not because of its difficulty, but because something there does not allow us to do so. Maybe it is protection, maybe it is a warning, or maybe it is waiting for the moment when we remember what we once knew. If this video made you think, leave a like. It helps the algorithm show it to people who still believe our history is finished. Subscribe. Next week, I will tell you about the underground city beneath Giza, which the Egyptian government has just confirmed, and which changes everything. See you soon.